Hi you guys, if you want to learn how to make my easy and delicious lasagna, stay tuned. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is brown our ground beef and our Italian sausage. I'm using about a pound of ground beef and about a half a pound of Italian sausage, a little under a half a pound of Italian sausage. We're just going to go ahead and brown that for a few minutes until it looks like this. And then go ahead and drain off most of that fat. Now we're going to add in our pasta sauce. You can add in whatever your favorite is. We're adding 2 jars of your favorite tomato sauce. I'm using Classico. We're going to go ahead and give that a good stir, and now it's time to season up our meat sauce. So we're going to be using some salt, some pepper, some onion powder, some garlic powder, an Italian seasoning blend, some basil, some sugar, and 1 bay leaf. Also, when I'm using jar sauces, I like to pour in a little bit of water and get all of that sauce out of the jar. So I'm doing that for both jars. Just splash in a couple tablespoons of water, shake it up really well, and pour in that water because we want to get all of that sauce out of the jar. Give everything a good stir. Put the lid on and let this simmer for about 25 to 30 minutes. So when our sauce has about 10 minutes or so left of cooking, we're going to go ahead and cook our lasagna noodles. And here I'm just making sure that I'm using the right amount of noodles. I always use 10. 10 is the perfect amount for a 9 by 13 dish. So while our lasagna noodles are cooking, we're going to go ahead and move on to our ricotta filling. So we're going to use 1 container of ricotta here. Go ahead and smash that down. Ricotta is very, very bland. So we're going to season this up really well with some salt and pepper. We're also using some Parmesan cheese, Parmesan Romano cheese. And I'm using roughly, y'all know I don't measure. About a half a cup or so of Parmesan cheese, and then we're also using some cream cheese, about a third of a cup or so. And we're also adding in an Italian cheese blend, roughly 3/4 of a cup of that. We're going to give this a good mix until everything is well combined. And of course, we're going to taste our ricotta mixture to make sure that it is tasting really good. After that, we're going to add in our 1 egg, and the egg is going to add a little bit more creaminess to the ricotta mixture, but it also acts as a binder so our ricotta mixture doesn't seep through the layers once it starts baking in the oven and create a soupy lasagna, which we do not want. Now it's time to check on our meat sauce that has been simmering away, and it is looking absolutely amazing. The flavors have definitely developed and intensified over time with all of those spices that we put in earlier. So we're just going to give this a good mix, and of course we're going to taste it before we start assembling to make sure our seasoning is on point, and it was, you guys. I didn't have to add anything else. So now we're going to go ahead and fish out that bay leaf and start assembling our lasagna. So I have a 9 by 13 pan here. I'm going to start off with putting some of that meat sauce down at the bottom. If you start off with putting your noodles at the bottom, they're going to stick. So you want to put the sauce down first and then put your cooked lasagna noodles second. You're going to add on your ricotta mixture third. Put little globs of it on each lasagna noodle and then spread that out. And then you're going to go in with your meat sauce fourth. And then you're going to top that with your Italian cheese blend. That's 5. So you're just going to repeat those steps for an additional 2 layers. This is definitely optional, but I had about 2 ounces or so left of fontina cheese, so I decided to grate that on top as well because you cannot have too much cheese on a lasagna. And you guys, if you haven't seen my previous video, I use this fontina cheese in another pasta dish. Can you tell I love pasta, by the way? So go check that out if you haven't already done so. I also added in a little bit more Parmesan on the top, along with that Italian seasoning blend. Pop that into a 375-degree oven for approximately 30 to 40 minutes. You definitely want to keep an eye on it. But once you see that it's nice and golden brown and delicious looking, just like this one, you know that it is ready. So another important tip when it comes to lasagna, please make sure that you let it sit for a while. Sit for at least 10 to 15 minutes. If you decide to cut your lasagna as soon as it comes out of the oven, it's just going to look a mess. It's still going to taste great, but it's not going to look great. And you guys, we eat with our eyes first. So you definitely want to make sure you wait that 15 minutes just so you can get those nice clean pieces just like that. And it can come out in one piece and not be running all over the place. So we're going to go ahead and plate this up and sprinkle on a little bit of parsley, you guys. And that is it. My easy and delicious lasagna. You guys, this is one of my family's favorite, especially my 8-year-old son. He loves my lasagna. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. You guys, this is so delicious, so cheesy, so meaty, so hearty. It is bomb, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and even share it with a friend. If you decide to try this recipe, I hope you thoroughly enjoy it just as much as we do. Make sure you check out my food playlist for other easy and delicious recipes. Once again, I thank you guys so much for clicking and watching. It really does mean a lot. I love y'all, and I will see y'all on the next one. Until then, bye.